When I was a child, I always knew that when I grew up, I wanted to be a lawyer. I used to watch a lot of law TV shows, Perry Mason, a lot of cop shows with my grandmother, and I always knew from a small child that I wanted to be a lawyer. Well, I wasn't really sure about what my expectations were for this position because I had never worked as a lawyer before. I came straight from law school. I did expect it to be a lot of hard work. It turned out to be true that it is a lot of hard work. As a juvenile lawyer, particularly, you oftentimes wear a lot of hats representing your client. You represent their interests, of course, in the courtroom as their lawyer. But you also have to be an advocate for them to the other people involved. You work with their probation officers, you work with the prosecutors. There are a lot of discussions between you and the prosecutors leading up to the matters that you have at court. You oftentimes find yourself acting in the role of maybe a social worker on behalf of your client as well. There are a lot of people in the office who are very supportive, so if you're in the office and you're working on your cases, you can count on your colleagues to be there for any questions that you have on the law, on facts of your case, or just everyday problems that you have in your personal life. It's very family-oriented here at the Public Defender Service. Everyone is there for one another, and they make themselves very available. The greatest challenges that I face in my position as an attorney here, for me, have been time management, trying to just manage everything that you have to do for your clients, from investigations to preparing for court, and just being able to manage that time with your own personal life. After a long day, I feel really exhausted. I also work really hard, and it almost seems like the day never ends because there's always so much to do. But you have to learn to pace yourself and realize that you can't do everything in one day. Being a public defender is more than just a courtroom experience because you actually spend most of your time outside of the courtroom working for your clients. It's about doing the work that your client wants you to do for them and being able to be a voice for your clients. And sometimes that voice might not be a voice in a trial. Being an attorney here at the Public Defender Service, the focus is making sure that you do what it is that your client wants you to do. And sometimes that result may not be what that client's parent may have wanted, but when your client at the end of the day is happy with your representation, that's probably the best part of this job.